صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. بس يتحملونا 5 دقائق 10 هيك بس فقط، تحملونا شوية. So if I was to ask you in your own job, if you work tonight, you will be given the salary equivalent of 83 years. What would you do? Would you work tonight? Who wouldn't work tonight? You'll probably take some tablets in order for you, caffeine, right? I'm about to say cocaine. Caffeine and stuff like that, so that you can get so much energy in order for you to stay up all the way till Fajr, because you're going to get an equivalent of 83 years of salary. Yes? This is tonight, my dear brothers and sisters. Tonight, 1 second is equivalent, so I've got the statistics here. 1 second is equivalent to 23 hours of worship. Just 1 second. Yes? 1 hour is equivalent to 9.8 years of worship. Because Laylat Al-Qadr khayrun min alf shahr. So alf shahr is 83 years. 1,000 months is 83 years. So every single second we spend tonight, my dear brothers and sisters, is something of great importance to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the Shaykh, Samahat Shaykh said, تَتَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَالْرُوحُ فِيهَا. It's very important tonight, my dear brothers and sisters, for us to not just read the du'as and do the rituals. Yes, it's very important that we don't just read the du'as. Reading du'as is very important, and we will do it inshallah. But it's not a tick box exercise. It's not about you reading du'a Abu Hamza Thumali, Jawshan al-Kabir, having suhoor, right, and reading some of the things, and then you go home, that's it. No. You haven't made good use of this night. By you changing something in your life and reflecting on your life, then, inshallah, you have made good use of this night. And tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you should be a different person to tonight. There's something you must change, either in your character, in your worship, in your dealing with people. Something has to change tonight. Otherwise, we are missing something extraordinary. This is equivalent to 83 years of worship. So I'm going to go through something very quickly with you, inshallah. It's called Tahdhibun Nafs. It's very practical. If you want to change something in your life, yes, tonight, I'm going to give you a solution. There are 4 steps process, inshallah. Yes, the first one is called Al-Musharata, and then it's called Al-Muraqaba, Wal-Muhasaba, Wal-Muaqaba. So I'm just going to go through all these 4. If you want to create some change in your life tonight, then try to do this. The first one is Al-Musharata, observation. So for example, if I am someone who always gets angry, I fight with my wife, I always tell my children off, I'm angry in my work, I'm known to be an angry person. Yes? I observe, I do musharata, condition that I should not get angry from now on. Anger in terms of excessive anger. I should not be excessively angry from now on. This is a condition you make. Tonight you make a plea. You make a condition that you will not become excessively angry. The second one is called Al-Muraqabah, which is observation. You observe your thoughts on a daily basis. You promise yourself first you're not going to get angry, and then you observe your thoughts. If you're about to get angry, you take deep breaths, for example. You make sure that the individuals in your life do not annoy you. You have a plan for when that if a scenario was to happen that you will get angry, you know how to deal with it. The third one is called Al-Muhasaba, assessment. Yes? That you sit down every single night. There's a narration from Imam Al-Kadhim that says, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يُحَاسِبْ نَفْسَهُ فِي كُلِّ يَوْمٍ. Every single night you assess yourself. You say, did I become angry on this day or not? You have a diary, you write down, did I become angry or not? Yes? It could be other things as well. And then the final one is called Al-Mu'aqaba. Now, if you did become angry on this particular day, yes, you discipline yourself with Al-Mu'aqaba. So the Mu'aqaba is that if I was to fail this assessment, then I pay this to charity, sadaqah. Or for example, I'll fast 2 months or 3 months or 1 week or 1 day. It's a punishment for you for failing this particular task. Yes? This could be anything you want. For example, you could make a promise tonight that you will try to pray Salatul Layl at least once a week. At least once a week, pray Salatul Layl. You make a promise. You're a changed person. Then when you come and do your assessment, muhasabah, say after 1 month, you say, did I pray Salatul Layl once a week? If you didn't, then you fast for 2 days as a punishment. You give sadaqah. You give $1,000 as a punishment. Yes? Or you give $1,000 to Fatima Al-Zahraa Educational Centre. Yeah, I'm advertising for this thing. Yes? So you give it as a punishment of you failing that particular task. This is just between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes? In other issues, there are many things that we should make sure that we change. Whether it is in our akhlaq, whether it is in our ibadah. So for example, concentration in salah, khushu' fi salah. If I don't have khushu' in one of the salah per day, then what? Then I'll have to fast for 2 months. There are some ulama that fast for 2 years when they punish themselves. I'm not telling you to fast for 2 years. I'm only saying perhaps 1 day, perhaps 2 days as a punishment for you. So in order for us to improve and change, my dear brothers and sisters, what we need to do is make promises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this night. This night, every single second counts. Yes? Where I will make a musharata, a condition, and then I make a muraqaba. Yes? Observation. And then an assessment I make. Yes? Al-muhasaba. And then al-mu'aqaba. So try your best, inshallah, to make that promise that you will change whatever it is, something that's missing in your life. And inshallah, slowly you can get used to it and get, importantly, we try and wash these particular things in our body, in our mind, yes, that needs, inshallah, removing. One final message to all of you, inshallah. Try and do some reflection today. Yes? It's highly recommended to do reflection. Reflect on yourself. Reflect on who you are. Yes? Pay sadaqah. It's very important to pay sadaqah. Also very important, pray for those people who are less unfortunate, those individuals who are oppressed all around the world. But try to stay up to Salatul Fajr. Have some caffeine. Lots of caffeine. Yes? Try to continuously keep yourself awake. Because as I said at the start, it is as if you are getting the wages of 83 years. So you will most definitely stay up to Salatul Fajr. Continuously read the Qur'an, continuously pray, yes. Do tasbih, and also vital, read Surah Al-Qadr 1,000 times. Yes. When you are sitting down and you are resting in between the du'a, don't just rest without doing something. Remember, every second counts. Read Surah Al-Qadr. Keep on, when you're walking around, if you're going to go outside, you're going to stay here, read Surah Al-Qadr. Continuously read Surah Al-Qadr, because it's recommended to recite it 1,000 times today. Inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq, inshallah, to spend tonight in the most spiritual way, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the opportunity to find Him, get closer to Him, especially during these nights. And remember, تَتَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَ Al-malaika will be with us tonight. We are believers in the Qur'an, yes? If we believe in the Qur'an, Qur'an says that all the malaika are coming down. Mala'ikat al-samawat, mala'ikat al-jannah, al-hadha, yawm al-qiyamah, all of them, they will be coming down on earth. There will be a lot of, not much space, yes? Because all the malaika are coming down. And they will be attending here as well. And they are already attending, yes? So we make good use of this, inshallah, when we know these are spiritual times. We don't know whether we're going to stay alive for next year or not. Does anyone have a guarantee you're going to stay alive for next Shahr Ramadan? No one has a guarantee. We have friends who have died. Yes? So this could be your last Laylat Al-Qadr forever. It could be your last Laylat Al-Qadr. Would you spend it just chatting and stuff, or would you spend it actually in worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and reflecting. And also, please don't forget your brothers and sisters in Lebanon and in other parts of the world who are desperate, inshallah, for your du'as, especially during this particular night. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد. إخواني أخواتي، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم لدينا فرصة أن نساهم في بناء بيتا من بيوت الله سبحانه وتعالى. هذه المؤسسة مبنية على متطوعين يشتغلون بحماس لكي نبني مجتمعا أبناؤها يتعلمون عن جذورهم وعن دينهم. تعتبر الصدقة في ليلة القدر من الأعمال المستحبة، حيث يضاعف الله فيها الثواب، والصدقة فيها فضل 1000 شهر. يستحب إخراجها بنية التقرب لله، دفع البلاء والسلامة لصاحب العصر والزمان عجل الله فرجه. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الحكيم: من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا فيضاعفه له أضعافا كثيرة. صدق الله العلي العظيم. تستطيعون التبرع من خلال الإي ترانسفر أو الكاش في أي صندوق من صناديق التبرعات الإي ترانسفر donations@fazek.ca. في النهاية، في الختام، نسأل الله تعالى أن يتقبل منا أعمالنا في هذه الليلة، ولتعجيل الفرج نقرأ سورة الفاتحة مقبولة بالصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. إن شاء الله سوف نبدأ بإحياء هذه الليلة.
قبل الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. قبل الله أعمالكم. قبل الله أعمالكم إن شاء الله. نبدأ بإحياء هذه الليلة بصلاة ركعتين. في كل ركعة الحمد مرة، وقل هو الله أحد 7 مرات. فإذا ركعتين بكل ركعة الحمد مرة، 7 مرات قل هو الله أحد. بس نخلص 70 مرة أستغفر الله وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله وأتوب إليه. فإذا تقبل الله أعمالكم.